Zone 1,
Zone 2,
Zontiga.
welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Edmund.
and my name is Wee.
And if you look at this setup, my name is Lau. If you look at this setup, we are back again with another episode of podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, the
podcast.
last podcast is 2 months ago, so it has been a while.
It's been
it's
quite
been
a
a
while.
Yeah.
but we also have regular things that we release on
Yeah.
the channel. But podcast wise, I think 2 months.
2
Ago.
months prior.
Two months ago.
I think we are
Around
getting
that.
a bit of rusty and also
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't talked much, so it's quite icebreaking for us to talk a lot
Yeah.
today. Yeah, hopefully.
quite a bit of things have happened since the last podcast, right? I think one of the major highlight was the Japanese exhibition, Photobook exhibitions
Photobook exhibition,
JPE,
yeah.
the
that
JPE.
took place in
GMBB.
June, GMBB, right? And
GMBB,
GMBB,
yeah.
and then it was in end of June.
Yeah,
Betul.
and also the Kila Italia launch and 7-Eleven book launch as well in
7-Eleven.
JBB.
Which
True.
we have some of the YouTube. I mean, some of them are actually on our YouTube videos already.
Yeah, we also have that highlight on our channel, so you can check it out on the launch.
So JPE, or the Japanese Photobook Exhibitions, was one of the major events for us this year. Hopefully you have already visited it. If not, we will be showing some of the books in
True.
our library soon. But today we will talk about some of the books. I mean, this before that, actually a lot happens, right? So we had some after the Japanese Photobook Exhibitions. We had another exhibitions in GMBB also. That was the
Fragments of
Fragments,
Pasakarat.
yeah.
which for the first time Edmund did the curations. Wow,
With the help from Mr. Lau and a colleague of mine, Api Hussein. Shout out to Api Hussein. So hello Api.
and I think we also gotten help from What's Flow. Shout out to them
Yeah.
who helped us with the projection mapping,
Yeah.
projector mapping.
Yeah, and also New Era and Ho Chi Jian, the lecturer from New Era.
Yeah. So, well, if you haven't seen it, look at our Instagram. I think there are some pictures of it on our Instagram now.
The highlights of it.
Highlights of it, yeah.
Highlights.
And you also have some of the highlights for yourself, right? In the last
yeah.
2 months. What was
yeah.
that? Somebody make it to
Yeah.
the cover of some magazines.
What?
Let him tell.
Can you share what magazine?
So I have been got on the cover for LFI magazine.
Ooh,
LFI.
congrats, huh?
What's LFI?
LFI, Leica Photography International. Yeah.
International. Somebody is international. Congrats,
Nice, nice.
congrats.
Thank you,
Nice.
thank you, Mr. Lau.
So we're back here again. I think what we wanted to talk about, it's follow on from our Japanese Photobook Exhibitions. I think each of us has gone through quite. I mean, the Photobook Exhibitions actually featured 50 photo books.
Photobooks, yeah, and curated by Mr. Ikasan
Correct.
from
And
Libro
Japan,
Arte.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also have a team here, primarily led by Stacy, who actually put together that exhibitions, and we actually work with PBCKL, who helped us design the space. So shout out to them.
Faisal and
Yeah.
so yeah. shout
So
out.
50 books, 3 days. Did you all manage to see? I mean, of course, you know, we are all busy.
We are all
Betul.
busy, have to work, can't really.
Yeah. So I don't know whether they all managed to see
putting the
some of the books.
manpower, putting the manpower, and like we carry like few. I mean, berbelas meja juga lah.
Yeah. Carry a lot of chairs and
Carry a lot of
tables.
chair,
Yeah.
tables. Yeah.
But I think the feedback was good. We asked some of the people who came. I'm personally quite happy because I think I saw quite a number of people spending 3 days with us.
really browsing books.
Browsing the books. Yes, I mean it's not easy to. I mean simply doesn't. I mean it's not enough time to go through 50 books.
Yeah.
Especially all the books will have their own stories, right?
And also most of the book is not available on the shelves already, right, for sale or even.
We have some. We're still going through the list, so we may put out some for sale, and then maybe some of the books we'll import it in to sell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's probably the first time in Malaysia that we get
To do
50 Japanese photo books in one location for to do exhibitions.
So what do you think, Mr. Lau? Do you think like macam is there any exhibition for photo books, like not only Japanese, or others?
We did the Malaysian one 2 years ago.
Malaysia,
in 2022 in
Yeah.
Zontiga, Taman
Correct.
Paramount.
So I'm not sure what's the next one. We still recovering
Hopefully.
from
Hopefully, yeah. We just need to find some others interesting photobook to exhibit.
recovery from energy and also funds.
Yeah.
Money.
It was not easy to do the Japanese Photobook Exhibition, and we
Yeah.
also got a grant from JFKL, Japanese Foundation Kuala Lumpur. Shout out to them. Yeah.
Yeah.
JFKL, yeah. Thank you.
So yeah, I'm quite happy to see that there are many people who spend all the 3 days going through the books. It's quite inspiring and encouraging for us lah.
Yeah.
It gives us the motivation to keep doing this. Yeah.
And
so,
also-
yeah, sorry.
From the photobook exhibition as well, from a photographer perspective, might as well inspire them to produce their own photobook. Hopefully,
Yeah.
that's one of the things.
So today we each of us pick a book, right? We wanted to share with our audience. So each
Yeah.
of us pick a
So
book.
today, actually, for our podcast, we want to share you guys with the viewers about the photo books that actually we choose from the Japanese Photobook Exhibition that some of us actually think interesting for each of us.
Yeah.
And we're going to share it with you guys.
Yeah. There are 50 books, right? I don't know whether you all
Yeah.
went through all of them. I went through quite a bit, but I think it's a challenge for us to pick one that our
Betul.
most favorite one, right? Personally,
Betul.
and we are trying to, we want to actually share it here. So who wants to go first?
Mr. Lau go first.
Let
The
Tali
boss.
Tampung.
The boss.
Let Tali Tampung.
Tampung. Okay. La tali tampung. Oh, Mr. Lau.
okay.
Oh man.
It's not because I'm the boss, but since that time I lost.
I mean, like, we are the
he's the boss. If we don't let him go first, we may get fired.
Yeah.
You were fired a long time ago.
Get where?
I don't know why you stay here. I'm not paying you.
Oh man.
Why are you here?
Because I'm doing charity.
Charity work. Wow.
Yeah, charity work.
Going to heaven for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, back to this one. So since
Yeah.
I'm going first, so the book that I wanted to share with the audience is the book titled called Flowers. It's by a photographer named his name is Okuyama Yoshiyuki. Tongue twister. Yoshiyuki Okuyama. He's actually a very young photographer. I think now he's probably about in his early 30s, and he got fame also at quite a young age. At about early 20s, he's already quite famous in Japan. So some of his earlier works his famous works. A lot of people remember him by his advertisement with Pocari. So he also have a book there, and he also shot the Pocari advertisement. He is not only a photographer, he is also a film director. So if you go through his CVs, you will see that he has worked on both sides. Photography is one of them, and then also directing films and short films and stuff.
Interesting.
So this book, why I'm interested, it's because if you just for a glance you look at it, it just have a lot of still images of flowers and also corners of a house, be it the living room or be it the gardens. But if you read further, then you understand that this is actually a home of his grandmother, who has passed away. When his grandmother was still alive, he actually don't speak to her much because they are not staying together. Maybe in a year he only get to talk to the grandmother a few times, maybe during festive and maybe during one of those occasions where he visited the grandmother. But he didn't manage to, throughout his life, he didn't manage to talk to the grandmother much. But after she passed, the property of the house, the place where the grandmother stayed, he actually used it as his studio. So when he moved in and started using it as a studio, he realized that maybe this is an opportunity for him to, when he looked at things in the house, then he started to think maybe this is an opportunity for him to converse with the grandmother more. And then at the same time, he also was approached by a florist shops to shoot photos for flowers. And that's where he realized that flowers sometimes it doesn't last long, right? So it will decay slowly. So he got interested in shooting flowers, and then he remembers that his grandmother is also very fond of arranging flowers in the house. And hence he started shooting in the house, flowers, still images of flowers, corners of the house. And very interestingly, all the work in here are actually shot with films. You all know zontiga is a film lab, right? Just in case you don't know.
Wow.
All of them are shot in films, but he uses different cameras. Some he used the 4x5 cameras with a tripod, or medium format camera, or the 135 camera. He even used the 110 camera, which is the small, like a Russian spy camera, right? And the reasons why he chooses this is because he wanted to replicate the perspective of his grandmother. Right. So when he wants to shoot in the perspective of his grandmother, he actually set up the cameras in a tripod, sometimes low angle, sometimes a bit of not focus to sort of simulate the grandmother eyesight,
blurriness,
and sometimes low angle because one of the sad things is that his grandmother actually passed away while collapsed on the floor. So when he set that up, and then so that's when he tried to simulate the perspective of the grandmother, and why he set up that way because he tried not to touch the camera so much, right? So that as if that the pictures are actually captured from the eyes of the grandmother. So if you imagine the tripod is the grandmother body, and then the camera.
It's like a POV kind of.
It's like a POV. Then he was like he's doing a remote shutter release to do that. So that's the grandmother vision. As for his own visions, he actually used the 110 camera. He wanted to simulate that the cameras are actually part of his body, embedded inside him. So he used something that is very close to him, and then he started using the 110 camera to take pictures. And if you look through the images, then you will see that there are some are actually, you can actually feel it. Some are actually the vision of the grandmother, different parts of the house, flowers. He played with a lot of light and shadows. And light and shadow sometimes it's not just pure sunlight coming in, so sometimes it could be just lights from the light source
from the sun,
and then maybe coming from through the windows. So those are very, very nice photos. We will probably plug in some of the images for
viewing.
To see.
Yes.
So this is something I find quite moving because when I was a kid, I also don't talk to my grandmother much. She actually lived pretty far away in Indonesia, so I only get to visit her once in a while. But I mean, even until my age, I still remember how she is, how kind she is. Every time I go there, she will cook, lunch or dinner, cook food for us.
Some food for you.
Yeah. So I think I can sort of put myself in Okuyama as well, right? So even until now, I still remember the grandmother house in Medan in Indonesia. I think he's living in there. I'm sure when he was doing this work, he was greatly, immersed himself into it, right? And then this is sort of a conversation that he's trying to create that he never had, right? Never really had a lot. So this is what sort of what I want to share today. Right.
That's very interesting.
Do you have any favorite pictures from the book, Mr. Rao?
Actually, all of them are really, really nice. A lot of light and shadows, which create like I don't know. We'll plug it in. A lot of light and shadows. He played with a lot of light and shadows, stills objects, out of focus images to simulate, to kind of replay back the grandmother visions. A lot of light and shadows, blurriness, out of focus images. Right. And interestingly, we also have Tiga Mata rejected photos. Some of these photos will probably never make it to
the selection.
Technically, it's like rejected photos, but rejected photos can also mean something, right? So this is a good examples of it.
And the layout is quite interesting as well.
Yeah.
It's a nice subject as well.
All right, that's mine. Who's next?
Thank you, Mr. Lau. That's a good sharing from you. So you want to start or me?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. One time?
One time.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, man. So the book that I will be sharing about is Kando by Haru. Sorry. Okay. Wait. So the book that I want to share is So the book that I want to share is Kando by Harumichi Saito from Japan. And Kando in Japanese means deeply moving. and actually in this word it's also Chinese. So it's 感多感动 and
What does it mean again? Literally, deeply moved.
deeply moved.
Are you moved?
Are you moved?
In my heart, of course, yeah. So in this photograph, the photographer Saito collects moments and life from both extraordinary and daily life. And when I flipped through the book, actually I brought the book also. Just to mention.
You bought the book.
Yeah, I brought the book. Because
You brought or you bought?
I brought. Yeah.
You bought.
I bought. So in the photograph that I saw, it has have a lot of emotions, and it can be sad, happy, and interestingly, when I see the sequencing of the photograph, you can see like the color of the photograph. So the photographer actually put like sometimes he put blue. He will put a mix of blue photos and warmer pictures in the book. So in this photograph you can see, it's more warm and slightly colder tone. So it's quite interestingly to see the shift of emotion and the scenery, and
It looks like film as well.
yeah. Actually, I'm not too sure it's film or digital. Yeah, maybe mix.
Could be. Also, he has flowers. Yeah.
So again, warm and slightly green tones of images.
How do you come up with the book? How do you come up with the book? You saw it or someone?
Actually, shout out to Mr. Lau, because during the exhibition, I didn't really notice this book until he said, "Hey, Edmund, come! I think you will like this book." But the moment I flipped through this book, I was like, "Oh wow, this is very interesting," and like I said again, the sequencing is very interesting. He mixed with the two different atmospheres of photograph into the sequencing.
Is there a dolphin there? That's a dolphin, right? Or
Yeah.
a shark?
For a moment, I thought I saw it. It's a whale. I'm not too sure.
And it's
Tooth.
a tooth.
Tooth. Yeah.
Probably it's a shark tooth.
So and in this book, he also photographed quite a few of people who have disabilities with scars, and I think it also resembled the theme, deeply moving, and in this sequence, I believe the photographer wanted to say that these people is also beautiful. I want to share a picture that I really like in this collection.
yeah.
Let me try
Do
to
you have
find it.
your favorite images from the book?
There's one photo who I believe is the photographer wife giving birth of his son or daughter. Let me try to find it
Inside the book.
inside the book. Yeah. The photo for me is the strongest one in this picture. Wait, so I think. Wait, So actually, in this picture, this is not my favorite photo, but in this picture he actually photographed this person with scars, and actually it resonates my feelings, because actually I also have a scar at my belly, which
So you give birth.
Oh my god.
But because when I was a kid, I ate the wrong food, so I got like something like poisoning or something. So I have to go to hospital, and I did a small surgery, and the doctor actually cut my belly and stitched it. But the doctor not very highly experienced, so the scar is quite. It didn't did it very beautifully.
But this is the scars on the chest, right? I think
Out of the chest.
he probably went through some kind of chest operations, either the heart or.
Like a bypass thingy.
But in the photograph, you didn't really feel much sadness, but in a way that it shows a positivity, a hope, a joy in this photograph, which also resemble to the theme Kando, deeply moving. try to find the photo.
Ganti. Bayar.
Try to find it.
Flip it first lah, then you show.
Let me find it.
So I actually saw the book first, and as the title suggests, right, deeply moved. Right, then when I look at the images, it's really like what he say, very powerful and strong. I mean, I can feel the energy, and and it's also interesting that that Eamon brought up, right? It's like the cold and the warm side.
Yeah, and also the green and the blue, and then warm
to give that,
green.
to give that not so
The flow.
The flow, yeah.
And also the something that I really admire for Japanese photographers is they shoot basically everything, but they have this power to sequence them into the project, into the book, which makes sense. If you see like let's say European photographers, if they did a project, normally they just fix it to that specific theme and the photos that suits perfectly into the theme. But for Japanese photographers, they actually shoot everything, what they see and what they shoot. So it's just to capture what they see in daily life.
Interestingly, I mean, this is also probably Asian versus Western culture. Asians are probably,
But for someone that macam I don't know, macam I saw your pictures, a lot of black and white, right? So for you to like browse some colours, does it inspire to shoot some colours as well?
Actually, I want to shoot more colors, but I don't know why my black and white photos is always the one that get featured the most lah.
Faham. Yeah.
not really. I think your colors are also quite good.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the photo that I really like. I think this is the Saito wife giving birth to a son or daughter. But when I saw this photograph, it it deeply moved my emotions, because I came from a single parent family, of course, and in this photo you can feel this warm, this positive energy, and like I said,
new life as
new life
born, right?
being born. And like I said, the photographer have this habit of sequencing in this book the warm and blue, the warm and cold tones, and warm and green, or cold and green tones. But in this photograph you can see warm tones and slightly colder tones. And in
I
this,
think it's not just only color, right? It's also the
photo.
selection of objects, the photos, and how he put
and
it
also
side
like
by
this
side.
bubble, it felt like the woman's 子宫, right?
Women's? Oh.
Okay.
Right. So that's all.
Yeah, that's all.
Thank you for sharing, Eamon. It's a nice book, and it's deeply moved as well from the subject as well. So I think it's my turn now. And from the recent JPE, so this is my selected book. It's called Wunderkammer. It's called Cabinets of Curiosities in German. So why is it called Cabinet of Curiosity? And also, as you can see, this book has like macam wonderland kind of flow, and also the colors attracts me lah. And also, why I choose this book is actually Faisal from PBCKL actually bring this book and also showed to me that this is actually one of interesting book for me to browse as well lah. So macam for me, I like the red color because macam it has the attractivity and not like macam a normal color kind of thing, right? So once you open it, then I quite curious lah, because at first I don't really notice what is the photographer trying to macam put on, right? And then slowly I saw the detail, and then it's actually they put on something that is from the everyday object, and combines it with another object to produce another sets of
Photograph.
with some complex compositions as well lah. So as you can see, if you like macam see it from far, it's like you just saw like a painting, but if you look it closely, then it's actually
A real cat.
an arrangement of a squid to actually make a face of a cat, kind of.
Oh, okay. I thought it's a real
but,
cat.
but it's a real cat. It's just that she.
So in the
actually-
middle is a cat.
the
right?
middle
It's
is a cat.
It's a cat
Yeah.
face.
Okay.
But actually, so when she actually arranged the squid, so it becomes like another subject or even a photo that kind of look nice to me.
What's the name of the photographer again?
Utsu Yumiko. Yeah, it's
So it's a lady. Yeah?
it's a lady.
Wow.
And also why Faisal actually introduced it to me is it's actually from a woman photographer lah. So we always saw photo book mostly from men photographer. So also during the walkthrough during the JPE, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Ikasan also picked up this book to show that also women photographer also active on doing photo books. Yeah. So also and the photo book is different lah. And
very unique,
as you
very
can see, it's very unique. And
The colors is very vibrant.
really vibrant, and
And full of
I like the
creative.
book. I like the way the book sequence and arrange is because it has a lot of different subjects. So I think it's basically her imaginations and also her thoughts on arranging all the subjects, because like every subject to me quite unique. It's
Yeah.
not like simple like a small, but it's quite you have to
This is art, though.
yeah, it's art.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I
for
think
me
I think color wise also she tried to also put in a lot of the primary colors are there's also green and red, you know, a lot of
Yeah.
primary colors, a lot of bright colors.
yeah, so as you can see macam the background is like a Japanese temple, right? And then suddenly a crab and then like a face there, so it creates another vibe or like a portrait shoot. But it's weird lah, and I
Very
like it.
unique.
Actually, I mean, in a different light, right? It reminds me of Renhang.
Renhang.
The colors.
Yeah, but Renhang also arranged things, and then he arranged subjects or objects together with human or
Body.
bodies,
Human
yeah,
bodies.
yeah. And that was also very. I mean, it's art line. It's very interesting.
And
I
also
mean,
it's very explicit lah to
yeah,
to
yeah.
even.
I mean, it's explicit,
it's-
but yeah, but
in a way of the photographer to show the way of his photograph, right? Then we have to like macam see it from the photographer's way lah.
was there a sequence of certain things that slowly decaying? That I remember seeing.
Yeah, and actually I save it for that is what my favorite photo from the series. I mean, it's not favorite, but I think I like it because of her commitment and also her effort to
Is that-
actually
is that a
produce.
pork?
I don't know. You tell me.
It's a cox.
It's, okay, so as you can see, it's like a timeline photo from here to here and then to the end.
Wow.
So like maybe she wants to show that something wrought. I don't know also why, but for her to actually commit this photograph is to me very she put it a lot of effort lah, because I
Yeah.
think for me around these pictures I already give up one. I think for the smell or like
Oh, the smell.
I be like macam, oh nah man. But but out of curiosity, right? I think because like her book also called Cabinet of Curiosity, so I think this is her curiosity on seeing something like that alive and also decay and also decomposing, you know, like this, right? So perhaps maybe that's her curiosity. And also yeah, for me at first I saw it's very and then macam okay, then I saw. So you can see that some people's curiosity is actually very extent that also you also macam you cannot match their curiosity as well.
curiosity is play a big role in a photographer. Because recently actually we have a photographer, our friend photographer named Bin Chia, who came over KL and he did a talk when curiosity kills the cat. Right? I think that's the title, right?
Yeah.
And it was quite interesting because Bin Chia actually shared his how curiosity form his work.
Yeah, has sort of pushed him to came up with work that is actually different from others. So
I like the idea of curiosity because it moves you as well.
one of the examples that he gave, which I remember, is the escalator one.
The escalator one.
There's not many people. So it happens when he always go to this place for lunch, and then he always travel down the escalator or up the escalator. And one day he realized that, hey, why not you take photos of people traveling and like moving
From the escalator.
So he has a series of that, which is interesting.
Escalator.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know whether I mean that's the curiosity that drives him to sort of look at things in a different perspective. He also have another series which in Singapore there's this place near the Malayan where it's like a photography or touristy hotspot.
Yeah.
And while a lot of people are taking photographs, trying to juxtapose pose themselves with the Malayan, right? The Malayan have this water coming from the mouth, right? So there's a lot of these tourists doing things like So he went around and he actually took a picture from the perspective of the water coming into their mouth. So he has entire series of that, which is very, very funny. So we play with that.
And the title name is Say Ah.
It's very creative.
So curiosity is what one of the things that drive photographers to keep finding things that is interesting to shoot and show the world.
It's a recipe for creativity as well. To me.
All right, I think each of us has shared a book.
Also, does the book is available to browse at our library, is that?
We haven't got time around to catalog them properly and put it in.
Understood.
Eventually we will.
Eventually, it will available in the photobook in the Zontiga Photobook Library. But you get the heads up now. So if it's available, then you can come and browse some of the books. Perhaps.
So we have shared our the books that we pick up and the one that we sort of like. I mean, there are 50 books, right? So is one out of 50 that we pick up. Of course, there are many other books which are interesting, but it's just that we thought of sharing. Each of us share one. If you have been to our photobook exhibitions and share with us which book that you like, right? We would like to hear from you as well.
True. You can share some of the photo book, or you have any ideas that or any suggestions for exhibitions that we can do. Then that's also welcome for us. And we can hear for more ideas.
And if you know anyone who wanted to fund us, do comment down below. We need funding.
We need money. Maybe we should buy us a coffee link somewhere.
You can donate us or buy us some coffee. In the link I will put later. So I think that's that for our sharing.
Yes.
I think that's that for this time. So until the next time.
Until the next one. Hopefully we came up with another sharing. So thank you for viewing our channel.
Okay, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we will see you in the next video. Zone 1,
Zone 2,
Zone
out. Bye-bye. Okay. Hey, wait. One last part. ASMR.
Bye.